Red Bull Racing Team boss Christian Horner opens up about what it is like to be the manager of one of the world's most talented and successful racing drivers. Horner mentions the moment Max Verstappen earned his promotion to Red Bull. Verstappen has been driving in Formula One for 8 seasons, and his entire F1 career has been with the Red Bull family. The first season and a half he drove was with sister team Toro Rosso, but as early as the 2016 Spanish Grand Prix, the Dutchman was allowed to try out for Red Bull. The then 18-year-old Verstappen replaced Daniel Kvyat and became Daniel Ricciardo's teammate. During that race, the two Mercedes drivers crashed, giving Verstappen the lead in the race. The Red Bull debutant then kept the hard-hitting Kimi Räikkönen behind throughout the race. Now that Verstappen has 2 world titles under his belt and helped the team break Mercedes' dominance with the 2022 Constructors' title, Horner looks back on the past 8 years. Speaking to The Guardian, the Brit says Verstappen is frighteningly competitive, but also a genuinely nice guy. Max is the same guy he was 6 years ago. I don't think he's ever going to change. He is at ease with himself. He's fundamentally just a racer. Verstappen's career was moving at a rapid pace. The Dutchman became the youngest ever F1 driver, and with his debut at Red Bull, also the youngest ever race winner. Since then, Verstappen set record after record. Horner recalls the exact moment when he thought Verstappen deserved the promotion to Red Bull. What stood out was Spa, when he drove round the outside of Felipe Nasr. I thought, this boy is properly brave, committed, and quick. You saw it that season, he was a shining star. It was evident immediately he was a prodigious talent. If Hamilton stops, Verstappen will be at the top of the Mercedes list. Red Bull boss Christian Horner knows who Mercedes will approach if Lewis Hamilton retires at the end of this season. Then Max Verstappen is at the top of the list. He is the first choice. However, there are alternatives to Mercedes. For example, they also have George Russell. Furthermore, it is of course also the case that we have a very good relationship with Max. After the coming season, the rules will also change. Who has the fastest car? Many things still play a big role in Formula One. However, the reality is, as it always is with this kind of thing, that there are all kinds of performance clauses in Max's contract. It's not about forcing a driver to stay somewhere. It's also more about relationships than contracts. And you only pull a contract out of the drawer when you have a problem, is my experience. Our relationship with Max is very strong. He believes in the project, in what we do, and he sees the investment that Red Bull is making.